In 1951 and 52, the Sabre was the only aircraft in the Air Force inventory with the wings swept back about 35 degrees.
Soviet-made MiG-15s were decimating the Allied aircraft sent to Korea at the beginning of the war.
They were 100 miles an hour faster than the aircraft that the United States had in Korea originally. So the Sabres were brought in to counter the MiGs. We flew a fingertip formation, a leader and a wingman, an element leader and a wingman. We flew in flights of 4. We flew from Kimpo north past the 38th parallel. After about 30 minutes flying north, we would drop our wing drop tanks and increase our speed and go into the area they call MiG Alley. This was along south of the Yalu River. The MiGs would usually come out of not North Korea, but come out of communist China across the Yalu River.
During many missions, they wouldn't spot an enemy plane.
Except one day, the MiGs turned out to be really MiGs. I was number 4 in a flight, and a MiG-15 that was being flown by a guy that was obviously superior to me in skill latched onto me. He was so close I could hear the sound of his guns as he fired. The reason that I'm here talking to you today is that my element leader, Gene Rogge, came in behind that MiG, and while the MiG was shooting at me, Gene Rogge was pouring bullets into him and shot him down. Up to that point, I had no real understanding of what it meant to have some guy really try to kill you.
He also worked with one of the Korean War Air Force aces, Major Frederick Boots Blesse. Brown says Blesse poured bullets into the MiG and it began to spin towards the ground.
We followed the spinning MiG from, above 30,000 feet, down, 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 and somewhere around 10,000 feet, the canny MiG recovered from the spin and started streaking towards the Yalu River to cross into China. Well, when he came out of the spin, Blesse just dropped right in behind him and put some more rounds in him. I came right up alongside of the MiG, and I looked over at him, and the pilot was hunched over. His head came up and he looked over at me, and then he changed his head to look straight forward, and he ejected. I think he said, if that guy can shoot me and fly formation at the same time, I'm getting out of here.